There's something magical about the moment a hot air balloon lifts from the ground, and here in Bristol, the International Balloon Fiesta has been bringing that magic to life since 1979. Looking back at my dad's home movie from the 1990s, it's a burst of colour and excitement.
Up, up and away in my beautiful balloon. Up and away in my beautiful balloon.
And just look at Sonic the Hedgehog here, easily one of the coolest balloons of the day. What about you? Which of these balloons do you remember? Michelin Man was here too, looking like he'd parachute straight into the action. Although, I think he left that to the actual parachutists later on.
What can you just put his brakes on last minute? Steering in.
The 90s Fiesta was full of characters, from Bertie Bassett to the smooth-talking Caramel Bunny, which was almost my personal favourite at the time. But, like many a young Bristolian, Rupert the Bear clinched the top spot, floating by like he just stepped out of a storybook. The Michelin Man was here as well, looking ready to roll down Ashton Court if the wind picked up. Coming up is the night glow, but first, if you love Bristol as much as I do, check out my website www.thebristolshop.co.uk. It's an online shop supporting local artists, and UK delivery is free. Gert lush! Back then, the Fiesta was already one of the biggest balloon gatherings in Europe. First launched as a small meeting of balloon enthusiasts in '79, it had grown into a major summer event, drawing crowds from across the UK. And there's me with my family, enjoying a picnic while the show continued around us. Do you have childhood memories of the Fiesta? I'd love to hear them. It wasn't just balloons either. The 90s loved a bit of a spectacle, including these giant inflatable wrestlers. This hot air balloon arrived in style, landing in Ashton Court. And then this magnificent creature appeared, a giant inflatable dragon hurtling across the arena. The crowds loved it, kids pointing, parents snapping photos, everyone craning their necks for a better view. Did you ever see this inflatable dragon? Or maybe you remember a different star of the arena.
Up, up and away in my beautiful balloon. Up and away in my beautiful balloon.
And now for something a little different. A hot air balloon without a basket. Would you fancy giving this a go?
Up and away in my beautiful balloon. Up, up, up and away in my beautiful balloon. Up, up and away in my beautiful balloon. Up and away in my beautiful balloon. Up, up and away in my beautiful balloon.
If you're new here, I'm Nicola and I explore Bristol and the South West by creating short films and documentaries, and by sharing little slices of history using my dad and grandpa's home movies. You can check out more of my adventures right here on the channel, from vintage footage of the city to modern day travel guides. As the daylight faded, the evening brings one of the most magical moments, the night glow. Even back in the 90s it was a highlight. The balloons stay tethered to the ground, their colourful shapes now silhouettes against the dusky sky. Then the music started, and with each beat the burners roared to life, turning the balloons into giant glowing lanterns. Reds, oranges and soft golds flickered through the night air, and the crowd fell into that mix of hushed awe and delighted applause. Somewhere in there, I remember clutching a paper cup of hot chocolate, feeling the warmth on my hands and thinking it was pure magic. Were you ever at a night glow in the 90s? Today, the Bristol International Balloon Fiesta is as popular as ever, drawing hundreds of thousands of visitors each year. The balloons may have changed, but that same feeling watching them float away will always be timeless. So, which balloon from this video was your favourite? And were you ever at the Fiesta back in the 90s? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe to be a part of the journey and turn on the bell notification button for the next episode. Until next time, happy exploring!